Alright, I'm here. I'm going to play this game. I'm very excited about it. It's something I thought was kind of cool a long time ago. Oh my god. Jake. Jeez. Oh. Okay. There we go. Have you played this game before, Jake? This is my first time. I have no idea. Sir Dingle Brante. No. Sir Brante. That's his name. Chapter restarts. Disabled. Consequences hidden. Start. Never heard of it. It's... I don't know what it is, actually. I don't even know how to... So, you hold the fate of a single man in your hands. You will follow his life from birth to death. So, I guess this is like Fit Life Simulator. Your choices shall define who Sir Brante will grow up to be. You will decide his personality, social status, and what mark he'll leave on history. With every step he takes at your behest, Sir Brante's character will change and evolve. Your decisions will close some doors for him, but open others. Okay, great. I can do that. Oh wow, that's a lot of reading. Ruthless realm where people are divided into estates. It's hard to be a hero here. Be ready to accept that Sir Brante cannot overcome every challenge in his path. Every hard choice will test his character and personal qualities. Okay. Okay, so we can't get every choice we want. Every victory will be a struggle, a path paved. Wow, okay. What will become of Sir Brante, his loved ones, and his world? It all depends on you. Okay, great. You know, I mean, I feel like Telltale just had like one simple thing.
The story of my life remains written on these pages. But my fate has always been my own. Every deed, every choice, every person I met made me what I am.
Does he wear the same outfit?
Could I have taken a different path?
Oh, he changed it a little bit.
Could I have found a different calling? Altered the very course of history? And what price would I have to pay?
Interesting. Hey, Kara. Yeah. I'm not really sure what to make of it. Like, I guess you kind of sit here and make choices, but it could be really cool. Okay, your fingers are stained with ink. Your breathing grows ragged. Your hands are shaking, yet the words begin appearing on the page before you, one by one, clinging together to form a chronicle of your own life. Who are you? And how did you reach this end? You were born, raised, and lived your entire life in blessed Arcanian Empire. In this land, a man's destiny is predetermined at the moment of his birth, whether human or Arcanian, nobleman or priest, or lobo and commoner, all bend to the divine will of the twin gods. Okay, great. Memories come flooding back. They engulf you as a merciless wave, binding together days that are thrice dead and gone. The dreams of your childhood, your adolescence, your youth spent in the capital, years of peace teeming with life, and a war drenched in blood. High ranks and lowly deeds, opulent palaces, secretive city backstreets, fields of battle, and faces, so many faces of the people you hold dear, the people who walked this road by your side. Oh wow, that's a lot. Okay. Is there... Okay, I guess we'll figure this out eventually. Such was your life, now all exposed by ink erupting onto the page. With your every step, you sought to change the world as you saw fit. The choices of your upbringing, the path you carved in your youth, the fruits of your struggle, the consequence of your sacrifice, all of it led you here, at the end of your time. And every choice had a price. Now, years and years later, the crossroads of your life echo in your memory, the pain and joy inextricably intermingled. Could you have taken a different path? Chosen a different calling? Found a different place in the world? You had the power to alter the very course of history. Now, on the verge of death, you struggle with doubt, seeking answers to the last and most crucial question of all. Your life. Of all the paths in life, why did you walk this one? Did you choose your own fate? Or was your life shaped by forces beyond your control? What determines a man's destiny? Okay, so the man himself, the world around him, a higher power, and there is no destiny. Interesting. Interesting. I'm gonna go with there is no destiny. Destiny does not exist. Human life is an exercise in chance. It is not governed by any laws. You stand tall and stare death in the face, unflinching. There was no higher power guiding your life. It was just a wild jig, a chaotic tangle of innumerable human wills, actions, and accidents. The only thing that could ever turn this chaos into an orderly narrative is the eternal human drive for storytelling. Your life had no greater meaning. You were neither cursed by fate nor guided by providence, and this is what made you truly free. But are you right about this? Is it all true? To learn the truth, you'll have to return to the very beginning, remembering every step you took along the way. On these pages, the story of a man named Brante will live once more. Great. I'm in the childhood now. Ooh. Okay, I clicked something. Childhood, where life begins. First words, first uneasy steps. You are but a small child learning about the world in which you were born. To you, everything is so new, so baffling, so unforgiving. A long, trying life stretches before you. So many feats and faults, so many fateful choices to come. Yet you are already sowing the seeds of your future self. You are learning to live and survive in the world, looking for a place within it to call your own. Choosing your future destiny. Who will you grow up to be? You live through the hero's coming of age. You'll shape the protagonist's personality. In the prologue, you'll determine the estate and future occupation of your hero. Only in adulthood will he start to influence the world around him and even the ultimate fate of the Empire. Who will Brante grow up to be? It's your call. Okay, so hopefully I don't have to read this entire time. It's going to be an absolutely exhausting stream. Yeah, okay, so I did this. Events in personal life that of the hero that can happen in this chapter. The fencing lesson. You suffer your first death and rebirth. Oh, wow. Insight. Play with the ants. Wow, okay, so there's a lot of choices here. Let's see what destiny is. Personality? Okay. Occupation, growing up. Estate, lowborn. Brante will not be lowborn for long. House of Brante. Tarnished honor. Heir Stefan Brante. Okay, so he's my... Okay, great. This is my house. So I'm spineless and inattentive. Okay. I have a little bit of willpower, or I guess I have 0 willpower, but I'm ready for action. I'm untouched by death. That's good. Okay, so begin chapter. Brante. My father is Robert Brante. My mother is Linda Brante. Ooh, his ex-wife. Oh, she's dead. Amelia Aborn. Stephen Brante is my brother. Gloria is my sister. Oh, but Stephen Brante is my half-brother? Gregor Brante. Okay, great. Back to scene, yeah. Okay, let's begin the chapter. Yeah, be mean to brother. Okay, I'll be mean to the brother. That's fine. At first there was nothing No time, no sensation, nothing. Oh, wow, I'm just experiencing my own birth here. Matter and spirit were set in motion. History began its march. Okay. Great, I'm entering the world. Your first memory, you're lying on your back, blinded by a white bright light. You're not alone. Above you tower colossal figures for those who created you. Okay, they will always watch over. Okay, great. It hurts to breathe. Little pain, form of death. Okay. The ones who made your form from their own selves and brought you into this world. They are united. Yet as they lean closer, you begin to see how different they are. You can already feel their differences within you struggling against each other. The first figure is soft and empathetic, wise and merciful. The love that emanates from it wraps you head to toe like an invisible blanket. The warmth from it's never ending. The second figure is strong and powerful, commanding and noble. It is harsh but fair, a beacon of guidance, a force of protection, and merciless punishment for every misdeed. Yet there's a third figure. It's like a shadow barely seen behind them. Unbreakable will to live. The very will to live that is now growing even stronger within you. Okay. A soft open palm, a strong closed fist, a lingering distant shadow. You struggle to loosen the swaddling clothes wrapped around you and extend a tiny hand into the world. Reach out to the fist, smile at the shadow. Smile at the shadow. Awkward yet genuine. You know no words yet, so all you hear is a sequence of booming sounds, but the stranger behind them has no need for words. The stranger look is all it takes for you to feel the will to live and act that now burns within you. Okay, wow. I don't know what I did. Ooh, I got willpower. There, baby. Don't cry. This is our secret now. And then the shadow melts into the light. Oh, I guess the shadow isn't really there. And I just, like, saw something, and I was like, you. Okay. Your life in this world begins. How will you live it? I'm going to be mean to my stepbrother. My half-brother. Oh, okay. I've aged 1 year. Good. That was a tough year. I don't know what kind of deal I made, but ooh. As the days go by, you learn to tell your parents apart. You recognize father by his heavy breath and strong, cold hands. He visits you rarely. Okay, well. Hello there, little Brante. Hi, you're growing so quickly, my child. Name's Steven and Gloria. Steven sucks. Okay, Steven likes to sweep me up. Okay, Steven's gotta go. Oh, look, this is your brother and sister. Yay, you're my little brother. We're gonna play together, but I'll always be in charge. Because you were a born commoner. Okay, great. I already hate Steven. You grip your brother's hand with one hand and your sister's with another as you help them walk down the giant stone. Okay. As they help you. Then you sit on the ground and start exploring the sparse blades of grass with your fingers. It tickles. In the sky far above and away from you is a gigantic pillar, a perfectly straight stick made of light. It is so bright it hurts to look at. Why are you staring at the shining pillar? It's not going anywhere, you know? Hey, I want to play hide and seek. He's just a little boy. How's he gonna play? Then you hide him. I'll try to find both of you. You have no idea what they're talking about, but you support them with happy cooing. This is strange, but so exciting. Then your brother walks to a big tree, closes his eyes, takes your hand, and walks you through the yard. Okay, horizon barely reaches. You can see home from the place. The ground is crawling with tiny black bugs. Gloria sits you down on the ground and puts a finger to her mouth for some reason, and then she's gone. You can no longer hear Steven's voice. Gloria is nowhere to be seen. You feel colder. The bugs are no fun to play with. You've been sitting here for a long time, completely alone. Nobody checks on you. Did they forget about you? Did they abandon you? Find my way home. You get up on your feet, swaying a little bit. Carefully, you take a first step, then lose your balance and plop down on the ground again. But you are determined. You get up again and keep walking in the direction Gloria went. You walk out of the brushes and further towards the wall of the house, and then the most tender and gentle hands in the whole world embrace you and pick you up. Mother has found you. There you are. Aww. So you did it all by yourself. She pats you on the head. Your brother and sister stand behind her, clearly feeling guilty. Gloria is in tears. Stephen is staring at his feet. Made Stephen look stupid. Oh, I got +1 determination. I'm still spineless, but... Oh, okay. Now I'm 2 years old. I kind of made my sister and brother look stupid, though, but... I actually like my sister. She seems nice. Another memory. You were still a child, but you can already talk and run around on your own. Wow. Today is out of the ordinary. Father is busy around the house giving orders to the servants. Throughout the day, the kitchen has been abuzz with work, and there are solemn, gloomy preparations and candles being lit. Even your older brother is quiet today. Today is the Great Descent. We honor the day when the twin gods descended to us. We must spend this day in reverence to the gods. You are too young to understand, so just do everything your sister says for now. Gloria takes you to the playroom. There are no toys there, no chairs, even the carpet has been taken away. There is nothing here but a bare wooden floor. Wow. Okay. Today we're not allowed to go to any other rooms. We'll be eating nothing but gruel and stale bread. On the day of the Great Descent, everyone must be where they belong. It is quiet, unusually so. Muffled voices from beyond the door, all you can hear. You are sitting on the cold floor, confused, with no idea what to do. Then you hear your sister's voice, a lonely sound in the empty room. It is a little song that Mother taught her. You hold your breath as you listen to it. Nobles rule and bravely fight. They protect us with their might. Priests work hard to understand. Guide us by the twins' command. Common people work and toil, always patient, never spoiled. Live your lot where you were born. Wow. To the day when you pass on, know your lot and know your prayer, for the twins see everywhere. Okay, this sucks. You like to rhyme, don't you, Brante? Do you know what it's all about? Look, there are 3 lots. They were brought to us by the twins when they descended up to us beyond the... Okay. Remember that pillar light on the horizon? That's it. You can see the shining pillar anytime from anywhere in the world. If you follow your lot as you live, you'll reach the peak of the pillar. If you don't, you'll get eternal torment at the foot. You and I are lowborn. Mum is a commoner too, so the lot for you and me is to suffer and be patient and work hard. Okay, great. Understand, the priests and nobles have their lots. The nobles fight and rule over everybody. The priest, well, I'm not really sure what they do, but I guess they talk to the twins and they teach everybody. Okay, the room starts to glow like the sky. From this light emerge 2 figures you have known ever since the moment of your birth. One of them embraces your shoulder. The other stands guard behind her back. You watch this happening before your very eyes, unable to turn away. Unaware of what she sings the final verses. You know your lot, know your prayer. Finish the last line wrong. You know your lot and know your prayer. The lots are lies told everywhere. Ooh, I did something. I upset somebody. You shout these words, but you have no idea how they came to you. The shining pair, standing behind her back, turned to look at you. You could feel their gaze piercing from top to bottom. When the moment passes, they melt into the dim light coming from the window. Now, Gloria is staring at you. You see disappointment in her eyes. Brante! You're a Brante! That's not the way the song ends. Why did you ruin it? You shrug, quite pleased with your cleverness. It actually was a pretty clever line. I mean, the kid's 2 years old and he was able to, like, come up with it. I'm impressed. Let me get a drink. My throat's getting... Alright, this kid is like a tiny little Marxist. He's going to completely shatter this whole system. He's going to take the upper class. He's going to... I'm going to destroy the concept of class. I'm going to free all people. It's going to be great. I'm going to seize the means of production. There'll be no more upper class. Separate church from state. No more priest nonsense. You are starting to understand more and more of what the adults say. Your family is an unusual one. Your father is a nobleman, but not by birth. His is a title earned through great service. But your mother is a low-born woman. Oh no, a commoner. Because of this, you were born a commoner, but your father says you may yet come on to nobility. You learn to read at an early age. Together with mother, you read and learn by heart the many poems about the divine twins, the twin gods who reside upon the shining pillar. Calls these poems prayers. Shines in the sky. Greatest joy of all is when the stairs are no longer an insurmountable obstacle. Now you can climb and even jump from step to step. Father urges you to be more careful and avoid climbing too high. But even though you keep falling, you never stop being curious about the world around you. One evening, Father gathers you all in the sitting room with an announcement. You will have another little brother or sister soon. Gloria asks him to bring home a little sister. Another brother would be too much. Stephen gets frustrated. There are too many little siblings getting in his way at all. Jesus, Stephen, you know what? You need to shut it. Soon you'll be an older brother too, and it doesn't really matter who the youngest will be, a boy or a girl. You will love them the most. When Father comes back from his trips, he reads his adult books aloud for you. Well, that's disgusting. You find these stories of wars, generals, and rebellions quite enchanting. And Father approves of your fascination. Robert Brante, study hard, and maybe one day you'll become a noble of the mantle and earn your sword. But first you need to grow up. Okay, great. I gotta claims to be friendly. Yeah, that's how I play it. You keep staring at the carpet. Oh, a lot of suffering. Oh, geez, what the hell is this? You keep staring at the carpet under your feet. You're both ashamed and proud, and it feels odd. A scratch in your head stings a little. Stephen is standing next to you, sniffling in pain. Your brother was training in the yard with a wooden sword. You wanted to play with him, but he ended up getting angry and throwing the sword at you. The stick hits you in the shoulder. You picked it up and hit him with it. You do not want to look up. You would rather not see her angry. She's not as gentle to you these days. Oh. Why did you hurt Stephen, Brante? You stammer out an explanation. He hit you first. You just hit him back. How dare he pester me like this when I grow up? I will hit you with a real sword. Oh, wow. Man, you nailed him. You got him right there, Blobber. Mother stresses you both and speaks to you again. Her voice is stern. You can still feel her concern for you. Even if Stephen hits you, you cannot hit him back. You are my son, and I was born a commoner. Our lot is to suffer, but your brother was born from a noble father and a noble mother. His sacrament is coming soon, and he'll rule over the likes of us. If you hurt a noble, you must be punished. That is your lot, and the sooner you learn it, the better our entire family will be. I can accept my punishment. Fuck that. You look at the mother in fear, not sure what to do. Deny your guilt. Yeah. You break it. You break out of your mother's arms and start screaming. You're innocent, you cry. And if he hits you, you'll hit him back. All fear and shame are gone. You stand up and straight and stare defiantly into your mother's eyes. Her expression grows bitter. She catches you by the collar of your shirt and drags you down the stairs. Oh, wow. I'm doing this for your own good. Do not defy me, Brante. You're born a commoner. My son, power and will is not your lot. This is Stephen's lot. He'll become a noble soon. Life for you and me is humility and suffering. You will have to accept it. You clench your teeth and hold back the tears. This is the only way you can prove that you are your brother's equal. No, I'm better than my brother. The only way you can prove that one day you will have the right to rule and fight. Continue. Man, I'm getting a lot of determination here. Mother mostly stays in her chambers now. With each passing day, she grows heavier and her features get rounder. Okay, well, I think there's a better way of saying that, but okay. It gets difficult for her to walk, but she still smiles all the time. One day, she takes your hands and puts them on her big belly, and you feel a movement deep inside her. Gross. Gloria takes you on walks in the yard. Now you explore the yard together under the evening light of the pillar. Oh, interesting. Hey, Brante, do you want to hear a rhyme? I wrote it myself. There's even a bit about you. But don't tell anyone, okay? It's only for nobles. If Mummy hears about it, I'll get flogged. Wow. She gets flogged for making her own poem. Our judge is my second father. In the past, I had another. Mother says the twins are great. Says we should not fight our fate. Brother loves to jump around. Please don't fall down on the ground. See, I wrote a little rhyme. Please don't tell them it is mine. But today your sister is nowhere to be seen. She promised to take you on the old pond and show you the red frogs that live there. But then she vanished to join you in your search. Even Mother leaves her chambers and hears the crowd commotion. Finally, you find she's only a quill and sheets of paper covered in poetry. Wow, she's angry because Gloria is standing before her, wriggling her hands and looking for an opportunity to run, but there seems to be no escape. What is this nonsense, Gloria? We talked about this. You were told to take care of your little brother. You were absolutely not allowed to entertain yourself with this writing. I can decide that for myself, Mum. No, you cannot. It's already been decided by the gods. Wow, Mum's like... Hey, Taciturn. My mum is being very difficult here. I don't know... She's really drinking the Kool-Aid here. He's not a little brother anymore. He doesn't need a nanny, and I need some time to think for myself. I'm not hurting anyone. You are a commoner and a future wife. It's time you learn how to properly care for children. Had your disgraceful former father kept me in his house, you could have been born a noble, but that is not our fate, and you are absolutely forbidden from ever spoiling... Sorry, what? Had your disgraceful former father kept me in his house... Okay, wow. I don't know what the hell's going on here, but she's got a tough life. So I need higher perception. I have 0 perception. Okay, well, damn it. Saws violently. You are a bystander to the scene, unsure of how to act. Complain about your sister. Comfort your sister. Comfort my sister. Mother leaves. The last of your sister's poetry burns away in the fireplace. You walk up to your crying sister and take her by the hand. None of this is her fault, you say. What mother did is wrong and far too harsh. Sniffles before speaking. But I did leave you all alone. You're not mad at me, really? Nod reassured. Gloria embraces you. Brante, you're the best little brother in the world. Wait, so the deal is she promises to tell you when she wants to be alone, and you promise to protect her and her secrets. That seems like a pretty one-sided deal. It seems like you just do what she wants. Okay, well, fine. My sister's going through a lot, so I'll put up with it, but it doesn't really seem like a deal. It just seems like I have to... Okay, well, whatever. What? I lost willpower? Okay, well, damn it. Have I ever played Sunless Sea? I don't know. I don't think so. What is Sunless Sea? Okay, so you're 11/22 winner of the coming season. Mother is in an armchair knitting woolen jackets, pants, and socks for the little one. The baby will need to keep warm, she says. Father spends less time at home now. Mother says he's very busy with his important job. He's a judge, after all. One day you decide to ask Mother about Stephen and Gloria. How come they're brother and sister to you, but not siblings to each other? What do you mean there's no other option to... Oh, look it up. It sounds cool. Yeah, it is a one-sided deal, yeah. Well, I could have berated her, or I could have just left the room and be like, I don't want to deal with her. So, I'll give it a shot. Well, my dear, I didn't give birth to Stephen, you see. He's the son of another mother, and Gloria is the daughter of another father. Okay. So come down. Don't knit your brow like that. You'll understand when you're older. Okay. How's it even possible? You're all family, are you not? Several days later, Mother calls Steve and Gloria to the sitting room. You sneak in after them. At first, Mother gets angry and asks you to leave, but then she relents. You are told to sit still, be quiet, and remember every word you hear. When you enter the temple, bow to the twins, first the elder on the right, and then the younger on the right. Stephen, you're a noble man to be, so walk along the side paved with marble, where the branches are. Gloria, you walk along the sharp side. Sorry, what did we take this right? Where the benches are, you walk along the sharp side. Okay. When you're there, you must get down on your knees, each on your own side. Stephen, kiss the sword. Gloria, my daughter, they will strike you with the lash. Don't be afraid of it. Resign yourself to the suffering it brings. It is a blessing of your lot. Wow. Gloria doesn't like the idea of a lash. Crazy. I can't believe she wouldn't like that. There's a tense feeling in your chest as well. You're told to remember this. Will the lash strike you too one day? Okay. Stephen is putting on airs, acting prouder than ever. It's like it's all the same, and yet everything has changed. Wow, okay. That's pretty awful. Gloria, I'm going to save you from this. Or we'll save each other from this. Each of them has accepted their lot. Yeah, I can see Stephen Brante having a pretty good time accepting his lot. Unity -1. Your siblings and Gloria took their first sacrament at the temple. Okay. Beyond the many layers of swaddling clothes is your newborn baby brother. Mother is glowing and smiling with joy. Arrows to hear, all excited. You promise yourself you're going to be the best big brother in the world. You'll never hit him. Oh no, the two of you will play together and tease Steven together and help Mother together and go on so many adventures together. Okay, yeah, normal kid stuff. Your parents name your little brother Nathan. Mother spends day and night by his side. And Nathan cries all the time, day and night. Wow, okay, well, Nathan needs to get his shit together. She's so overwhelmed, she starts forgetting things. Like today, for instance, she forgot her knitting in the armchair in the sitting room. You better bring it back to her as soon as possible. You run to Mother's room, and you miss her smile so much, you walk in saying hello and give her a nodding, but instead of gratitude, you get an ice-cold, exhausted stare. Nathan is also there, screaming all the time. Go away, Brante, you're bothering me. She spits these words out through her teeth. Wow, this is a really grim game sometimes. Yeah, Willow? Come and comfort me. This is sad. I'm very sad. You look at the howling newborn. She can't even get a minute of respite. Enough already. When are you going to stop? I just want some peace and quiet. Mother leaps across the room and starts shaking Nathan with malice in her eyes. Oh, wow. His cries get even louder. She looks so tired from his never-ending screams. She seems to be within an inch of smashing him against the wall. Somebody has to do something. You are scared for your mother right now, but you fear for Nathan's... Okay, I'm gonna snatch... Snatch Nathan from my mother. You leap at your mother and demand she give you Nathan. She freezes when she hears the word. You snatch your little brother out of her arms. She chokes with rage and falls on the bed screaming. You want to race to the playroom. And quietly sing him a lullaby about the twins. Nathan calms down. Soon he closes his eyes. You put the newborn on your bed and swear on your life that no one will ever hurt him when you're around. You hear heavy footsteps in the hallway. Father enters the playroom. He looks at you, then at Nathan, somewhat confused. You did something bigger than you today. It was a noble deed to protect your family, but you should have come to me. Please understand, this is my duty, not yours. You saved your baby brother from harm. If you feel yourself ready to take the responsibility to protect others, then maybe you can walk the path of the noble when you're older. But for now, we should bring him back to your mother. Come with me. He picks up Nathan. Your brother is fast asleep, breathing quietly. The three of you return to Mother's bedroom. Father puts Nathan back in the crib. Mother is no longer screaming. She embraces you. Oh, nice. Please don't be angry with me. You hug Mother in response. Oh, okay, so I have a better relationship with Nathan. Jesus, he aged horribly. He's grateful. Cool. Why do I keep losing willpower? What am I doing with losing willpower? Maybe it's because I just keep acting impulsively? I don't know. Your younger brother Nathan is born. Okay, well, I'll see you later. Wow, I did that when it was 4? Brante is a dangerous man. Today is your special day, the day when you begin your studies. Now teachers will come to our home to teach you, and you must do everything they say. Be diligent in your studies, and you will grow closer to the nobleman's lot. Lydia, get her. I'm taking him to the market district. This is your day. Your eldest brother is hurt to hear this, but stays quiet. Yeah, suck it, Steven. Okay, we go to a dusty, noisy city street. It's a pleasant wind. City is called Anazotti. Anazotti? That you already know. It is one of the largest cities in the entire empire. Branches all above the city. Cool. My son, did you know that the silver tree grew from the blood of our God's own disciples? It's been growing here for hundreds of years, right in our city. It cannot be damaged or burned, not even the clergy know why. dolls and figurines and toys. You've never seen so many at once before. Have you chosen your present yet? Father asks. You want the Holy Order set, which includes several figurines of the Emperor's greatest warriors of all times. You rattle off everything you know about the Holy Order. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Father nods in approval. Very well. War isn't your lot for now, but maybe these toy soldiers would teach you to think like a general. I'm sure that's how generals come to be. Having said this, Father turns away to examine the books. You run the box of toy soldiers. But there's a fancy-dressed boy in your way, and he's about to take your warriors for himself. Your opponent falls to the floor. He hit me. A tall tower of man looms over you. This is the boy's father. But then you feel your own father's hands on your shoulders. What happened? You press against father, your mind more at ease. He will protect you. Yes, you shoved the boy to the floor in front of everyone, but he tried to take your present for himself. Father turns you around to face him when he hears these words. Is this true, Brante? Did you strike the son of an old man? So, I don't know what to do here. Yeah, the brother sucks. Although I haven't actually really had a lot of opportunities to decide that much. I basically am being nice to the sister, which seems to inadvertently screw him over. You quietly say it was an accident. You tell father that you repaid the impudent boy in kind, or admit your guilt. Being honest never pays. Yeah. I don't know why admitting my guilt would be, Okay. I am going to slash pull this as I go to the washroom because I just don't know. Did not. Oh wait, slash pull. Enter. What do? What do? Okay, so deny, truth, admit guilt, and I'm gonna put it for 2 minutes. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm just getting some water. I'll let you guys decide what I'm gonna do. I have no idea. I kind of want to tell him the truth and just see but I know that's gonna just be a problem. I kind of want to. Sorry, I'll bring the music back here. I just don't know. Okay, I'm gonna mute it. All right. Sorry, I always realized I was muted. Yeah. Okay. Well, deny. Thanks for the help there, Baron. I did notice, but after I just talked a little bit. So we're gonna go with deny guilt. Okay. All right. But if this takes away my determination, you hide behind father and deny all wrongdoing. The boy was too clumsy. Now the two fathers come face to face. Your father is calm while the enraged nobleman pelts him with insults and reaches for a sword again and again. The insults do not stop. In the end, the nobleman challenges father to a duel. There is only one way to protect the family honor. Father grudgingly accepts the challenge. Okay, if my father dies because of this, it's all your guys' fault. They bring him home much later with a fresh wound in his side and another one on his shoulder. You spend the entire day by his bedside, doing whatever he says, overcome with a mixture of shame, guilt, and gratitude. Even though father rarely shows it, he would readily risk everything for his family. Oh, so I got some willpower from that. Okay. Your family is always by your side. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Yeah, it's Baron's fault, yeah. Today, father ordered... Yeah, it did kind of work out in the end. I even got my willpower back. Today, father ordered the dinner table to be brought out into the yard. For the first time in months, he's home outside of the confines of his always locked study. He spent the entire day playing with Nathan and you, discussing various matters with Stephen, now an adolescent, and walking in the garden. And now a dinner under the open sky. He asks you about your studies. A county rhyme and a funny singy song voice. Mentioned that his fencing teacher praised his accomplishments. He rises from the table together with father to show him his skill in a practice duel. Next comes Gloria's turn. She stands on her chair and recites a lengthy prayer by heart. Oh, Gloria. That's heartbreaking. I wonder if she gets to write in her own time. Showers her sister with praise. Father chuckles quietly, hiding the smile on his mustache. When your turn comes, you recite all the ranks of the Legion, from common soldier to high commander. Night slowly falls, but the servants ensure that the yard is well illuminated. You don't feel cold in the dust tonight. It feels good, so important. All you finally blah blah blah. No fighting, just smiles, no arguing, just pleasant small talk. Okay, great. Yeah, that is the willpower is kind of weird in this game. Then a servant approaches father with a letter in his hand. He reads it in dim light. Each line gradually washes the smile off father's face until only a stone-cold mask remains. Mother looks at father with an unspoken question in her eyes. Gregor Brante is coming to Anizati. He's the head of our family, my father. Oh. Interesting. I wonder if he sucks. I just want to check a little bit of update on what we're doing here. So I'm 6 years old. I need to train with father. I need to suffer my first death. Kiss the sword. Interesting. Okay. We have a lot of disagreements. Our unity isn't great. Who's her father? Okay. Okay, great. Okay, so let's ever since the news of grandfather's impending arrival, there has not been a single day when the house has not been cleaned or decorated. Your parents anxiously make sure everything is in order. She'll be flogged if she's ever seen hiding in the attic. They make Steven stay in his room. Wow. Everyone is on edge. So it's a hot day. Mother, father, Steven, Gloria, you, and all the entire Brante family stands on the porch in front of the house. The house servants lined up behind you. The carriage arrives, and out steps a tall, gaunt old man with a heavy walking stick and a heavier gaze. You cringe instinctively. Good health to you, father. Children, greet your grandfather as you have been taught. Still trying to look like a real nobleman, are you? You can't fool me, Robert. I was the first of the Brante family to be ennobled by the mantle. I am the only one who remembers how to bear this burden properly. Yeah, it's a burden, huh? I live honorably by my lot. Your marriage to that low-born wench cut us out of ever becoming nobles of the sword. My progeny could have been born bearing noble blood. Father, I beg you, this is not the place. So why did his father marry this woman? Like, I guess it was a nice thing to do. I mean, she would have been destitute elsewhere, but I'm just wondering, like, why? What was the connection between these two? I feel like it's going to be important to find out who Gloria's father is. I've been away far too long. The entire house is a mess. This is an insult. How can you live in this pigsty, Robert? The servants are grown far too lazy. All thanks to your commoner of a wife. I warned you, did I not? And yet you did as you saw fit. And the children, what do they know of tradition or honor? In a virtuous family, father. And now you're speaking like a lowborn who's content to live in humility. Twins willing. Now that I'm here, this will not happen again. Oh my god. Yeah, it's a great game. It's really interesting. Well, that's fine. I appreciate you being here. When you play it, though, you should let me know how it goes. I'm kind of curious how other people's playthroughs are going to go. I am taking your eldest son to the capital. I see you cannot provide Stephen with a proper education, so I will correct your mistake. Your brother's fate has been decided just like that. Your father does not object. He orders the servants to prepare Stephen for the journey. Wow. Okay, the house is examined room after room. Everything grandfather sees is showered with scorn. He scoffs at a crease on a blanket in Nathan's crib in a mother's bedroom. He mocks. Okay, blah blah blah. The door. He seems like a real piece of work. What is this, Robert? 10 soldiers in your younger son's room? He was born a commoner. I don't have him daydreaming of battle. Watch them. I can't. I don't have a high enough perception to watch them melt helplessly. Fuck. I don't have enough determination to rescue my 10 warriors. Damn it. If only I'd done more determination things. Okay. This is your big present from the first day of your studies. It means so much to you. But what if he's right? What if you need to prove your right to command the toy soldiers first? Grandfather shakes his head in disapproval and shoves the toy box into the roaring fireplace. If you wait too long, they will melt in flames. Strike, grandfather. I'm sure this is going to go really well. You're overwhelmed by helpless rage. You run at your grandfather, kick him in the leg with all your strength you can muster, yet he is immovable. The next thing you see is him leaning, towering you menacingly, his heavy walking stick in hand. Lowborn scum, how dare you raise your hand at me? The blow hits home. Oh. The hand of the walking stick is as heavy as a rock. You are dazed, robbed of both hearing and sight. Down comes another blow. Sharp pain split your head, then darkness. Your hands twitch. Oh, I think I died. Your hand twitches against your will. Your hand twitches against your will. No, it twitches against your will. And then, again and again, like it is trying to catch a fluttering butterfly. And then you fall into the primordial void. The void takes away a part of you, one of the lives you were given to live. It will never return. There is pain and desperation and sense of loss. Nothing can be done now. Oh, I had my first death. Look at that. Well, I guess I'm gonna come back from the dead and hunt my grandfather. You fall into a pain that embraces you like a soft feather bed. You feel light, free. There is no restraints, just a warm glow that envelops you in a secure embrace. The waves carry you. Their touch is soft. They delicately enshroud what was once your body. It is a feeling unlike anything you've ever experienced before. Something absolute and complete. You touch yourself greater, the reason behind everything, the reason for your very existence. You were sculpted from this light. It was the first thing you ever felt, a boundless and sincere unity of the diverse. Your beginning was a spark that cast this light in all directions, and now you are here again, one with the beginning of everything. The light gleaming from you resembles the light of the shining pillar. You still see it in the north, as always. The waves of light carrying you to two figures. The elder is nearest. He is ready to accept you. He is quiet, wise, kind, and pure. The younger waits further back. You do not know what he is yet. The waves pause at the elder's feet. He leans over you and plants a feather-like kiss on your forehead. The kiss spreads all over you, and you are filled with unparalleled delight and bliss. You exist. You are unique, and there is no one else like you. You know this, and they love you. You will never be alone. You are part of them, a part of your family, a part of this universe. The twin gods will never leave you. They watch over you constantly. The elder softly touches you as you lie spread amongst the waves, sending you further down the torrent of light. You float on to the top of the silver tree's spreading crown. The closer you get to the silver tree, the heavier you become. Excuse me. The waves draw you down along its trunk, but you do not wish to part with the warmth and the softness with love. You turn around. The elder is still watching you. He nods. All is as it should be. Go. Your time is not yet come. You must return to the world now. Wow. Okay. As you tumble down toward your body, you comprehend the true meaning of your lesser death and the divine love that has been revealed to you. Love exists not only in the hereafter, it is present in the entire design of the twins. That is the origin of all life in the world. What is the manifestation of this love in your mortal life? Wow. Okay, this is intense. The love of the gods have for you is so great that they allow you to change the world they have created, to influence it with your deeds. Whatever your mission is, it is the proof of the twin god love for you. Cause. A sudden comprehension of the love with which the entire world is imbued illuminates your mind, but then it fades away and vanishes. You regain the sensation of your flesh. It is heavy and unwieldy. It lacks the lightness, the light. It is a burden, and it is smothering you. You gasp for air. Your chest expands painfully. You feel as though your lungs are about to burst. The stagnant odor of the crypt fills them, revolting but so real. You are back. You feel dampness all around you. You come back to your senses in the gloom of the family crypt, lying flat on the stone slab. Your parents are on their way to the crypt right now. You hear their muffled voices. They are arguing, and against all rules, mother will not agree with father. And My father is our family's head, and the boy raised a hand to him. There was nothing we could do, and father did admit... Please do not anger Sir Gregor. You need to accept this. It will never happen to any of our children ever again. Oh, okay, great. Just one of our children. Their voices grow quiet as they lean over you. You lean on their elbows to try wraps her cloak over your naked body as you shiver from the cold. My son, your first death came far too soon. I know it may be difficult to realize what happened, but know this. The Twin Gods are ever merciful. You are a child, and your time to leave for the hereafter has not yet come. Okay, so this is kind of a tender world where children don't ever die. Or they die and then come back to life. I guess it's kind of weird. Like, this guy just like beat a child to death, and he's like, everyone's gonna be like, I don't know. You will be returned here by the gods twice more, but do not tempt fate again, and never ever defy those who can easily take your life. I think I'll defy all I want. Brante, you have angered your grandfather greatly. Do not stand in Sir Gregor's way ever again, and he will never hurt you again. For now, just stay away from him. Picks you up and carries you outside. Together, your parents take you from the family crypt. Interesting. Back home, grandfather is still working through the house, examining the rooms. You can see that Stephen and Gloria are disturbed by what just happened. Nathan starts crying when he sees you. Oh, I distaste him. Interesting. A pitch black stripe on your left arm. It looks like a strange bit of dirt at first, but it will not wash off. It will be like that forever, Mother explains. That is all she will say of it. Great. I get +1 perception and +1 determination. Good. I should die more often. Beyond. As a small child, you suffered your first death and rebirth. Bronte's a badass. This event is a consequence of your... Oh, father's sword. This event is a consequence of your previous actions. Okay. Your father is not working long hours. You often see him spending long stretches of time in the backyard practicing dispensing. You're allowed to watch, but that is it. You are forbidden from touching the sword, let alone actually learning how to fight with it. It is a new day today, and father has been busy in his study since early morning. Mother took Gloria and Nathan to the shops. Your studies are done for today. The house is empty. You spot father's sword hanging by the yard door. He must have left it there by accident after a training session. You deliberate at first, and then grab the sword with resolve and run outside. At last, you have a chance to see it up close. It is a small sword used for dueling, heavy and devoid of any ornamentation. You recall that it was made specifically for him. The weapon is difficult to handle. Its heft makes the palm of your hand shake. As you get used to it, you try your best to imitate father's feints. Your technique leaves much to be desired, but at least it's something. You imagine yourself fighting for the family's honor as a thin blade slices through the air. You swing too far back, the blade digs your shoulder and cuts through your shirt, staining the fabric crimson. The sword falls to the ground with a dull clang. You try to apply pressure to the wound to make it stop bleeding. Wow, I think I'm gonna have my second death here. Brante, what are you doing here? Your father's voice hurts you more than the cut of the sword. He squats by your side and pulls you into an awkward embrace. My son, why did you have to take the sword? You know you're not supposed to hold it. This is no toy. It is a weapon that could take lives. I know how you feel. I used to yearn for my father's dueling sword when I was a lad. One day you might have a chance to earn the right to carry a weapon, but first you must have patience and study and become a noble. When that day comes, I will be proud to teach you myself. You rarely spend time with father without someone else around. There is a paternal love in his voice, so much that even the cut on your shoulder barely hurts now. You would be glad to be convinced by what he says, but how can you forget your dream? Ask Father to teach you the basics. Father's inquisitive look presses you for an answer. It takes you a long time to muster enough courage to speak. You beg him to teach you how to fight, at least the very basics. It will certainly come in handy in the future. It'll be your first step to becoming a nobleman. And you expect a refusal, but he says nothing. He draws a sharp breath again, but remains quiet. Then finally he offers you the sword. But remember this, Brante. You are not a warrior. Not yet. You will study this like you study your lessons. He teaches you the first lesson right away. You learn to dodge attacks. There are several times when the tip of the blade cuts the air dangerously close to your nose. It is scary and difficult, but you manage. Oh, I guess willpower, like, you have to, like, kind of not... I don't know, maybe willpower is a bad thing? I like having determination. Interesting. In great secret, you use your passion for tree climbing to explain the cuts you received during training. Cool. Damn, I got the fencing lesson, and I died already. Fall, the master of the house. Soon grandfather leaves. Your eldest brother goes with him. Good. From the day on, father's hired teachers tend to you alone. They bore you with monotonous lectures on writing, counting, and the way of life in the blessed Arcanian Empire. You often distract yourself with their instruction by playing with your younger brother Nathan. Your home grows quiet without your elder brother too quiet. Weeks later, your family receives a letter from Stephen. Grandfather has sent him to a boarding school for nobles. He is now studying hard in preparation for his service as a nobleman. The rules here are way too strict. You can't even sneeze without the teacher's permission. Well, that's what you get, Stephen. Noble society. We're also learning the art of swordplay. That's my favorite part. With Stephen now at the boarding school, grandfather arrives once more, this time to live in your home. One day you ask your mother where he lived before. In Eterna, she says, but now his place is here. Each time grandfather returns, he gives the servants new orders. Your home is now always busy with repairs. The servants are redecorating grandfather's chambers, including his library and sitting room. Sometimes father tries to gently talk him out of this. Why subject the house to constant reconstruction? Grandfather's answer is always the same. This home is mine, and I will live here as befits a man of the nobility. Man, grandfather sucks. There's no way you can avoid family breakfast. The food is there, and you cannot bring yourself to eat it. Mother's eyes are red and swollen. She's been crying all night again. Grandfather sits at the head of the table where nobody used to sit before. Remember, it is high time your youngest sons underwent their sacraments. Sir Brante, please, let them live free of the lot for a while longer. They are but... Shut your mouth, Robert. That wife of yours is impertinent enough to interrupt me. If this ever happens again, she'll be eating her gruel with the servants in the kitchen where she belongs. It is time you considered a real marriage, Robert. One to a woman of proper station. Wow. Tears roll down mother's cheek. Father does not look away from the plate, his hands clenched into fists. Baroness Alordor is one such woman. She is a comely widow and a fine match. She is suing for her inheritance right now and could use proper support and a husband. Okay, great. You sound like a really good person, Gregor. You can keep your lowborn Lydia around if you like. Servant, mistress, I don't care. I will not do that, Father. But the head of this family took a severe blow after you married that Connor. Okay, well, I don't care. It is unthinkable. How could you give up the memory of beautiful Amalia Elborn for this lowly woman and that bastard child of hers? Don't disappoint me. I wish to see Stephen. If I find your conduct in the Baroness's presence satisfactory enough, then you may see him. She is coming for a visit tomorrow. Be prepared. Nobody says a word. Then Father stands up and orders you and the other chair back to their rooms. He needs to speak to the mother in private. Before bedtime, he sits on the edge of the bed and adjusts a crease on the woolen blanket. He distanced himself from you after Stephen's departure, so you're not used to such attention from him. In the candlelight, you can see his face in the dark. There is a sour expression on it. My son, Baroness Emma Alorda, will be visiting us tomorrow. Please be polite and treat her with respect. Nathan will do as you do. I want this dinner to be immaculate as possible. Don't let me down. Oh, I'll do the best I can there, Father. Next day, Mother starts dressing you and Heather for the coming dinner. Wow. You see red all over her eyes. Yeah, I would. Yeah. She's been crying for a long time. It hurts you just to look at her. Nathan starts whining quietly. Jesus. Gloria is told to stay in her room. Father appears wearing his best suit. Mother is in a humble brown dress, looking pale. Okay, great. You hear the sound of wheels and hooves. The chamber is completely quiet and still, fearing Grandfather's observant eye. The door opens. You see your guest, a beautiful, dark-haired woman in a dress of an elegant deep blue. Father takes the hand of Lady Eldora and kisses it, showering her in compliments, or showering her in compliments. Grandfather's face is beaming in her presence. No one even bothers to introduce Mother. Frankly, it's his eldest Stephen who deserves the most attention, but currently he is studying in Eternia with other young noblemen like himself. It is my hope that his younger sons will also make me proud one day. How will you act in front of the Baroness? Will you accept her here next to your mother? Your father's... Okay, greet the Baroness politely. Okay. So if I have a good relationship with my grandfather, which I do not have, I can demand that Mother be introduced. I'm gonna walk away with Mother. You turn your back on the Baroness and walk to Mother. You walk upstairs to her room hand in hand. Behind your back, stunned silence reigns in the antechamber. Yeah, as it should. Soon the two of you are alone. A burden falls from Mother's shoulders. She embraces you. Together you wait until dinner ends and the Baroness leaves. You didn't betray me. If only you could feel how grateful I am right now. Aww. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wait. Damn it, Robert Brante is my... Oh, I need a better relationship with my father. Damn it, he doesn't like that. He returns from the capital in a quiet rage. You overhear your parents talking. Apparently Grandfather has already poisoned Stephen's mind against him, and he greeted Father with cold hostility. The name of Baroness Alorda is never mentioned in the house ever again. Good. Okay, well, my mom likes me. Grandfather really dislikes me. And now we have -1. Ugh. Ah, I got +1 perception, though. Okay. Father now checks on your studies often and nitpicks you for sitting or eating or speaking in an incorrect fashion. Once he becomes so annoyed, he says that he wishes Stephen had been the one to stay home instead of you. You never expected to hear those words from your father of all people. Grandfather's trip to the capital took longer than expected. It feels lighter around the house without his presence. You allow yourself a little change of scenery. Instead of your room, you now busy yourself with reading and calculations in the sitting room across from the open door to the yard. Gloria has joined you today. She has already helped you progress through several complex passages in the book. Right now, she seems preoccupied with a strange tube. Aren't you hurt by the way Grandfather treats you, you ask? Gloria just shrugs. Grandfather always says they should get rid of me because... Oh, jeez. Wow. I'm used to it by now. He hurts you a lot worse because you're closer to him. I just have to stay out of his way, that's it. She shows you the strange tube she's been holding all day. Look, it's a kaleidoscope. I got it as a gift. Want to see inside? Who gave you this gift? A multitude of intricate patterns. Each turn of the tube reveals a new web of interwoven colors. They mesmerize you. Turns the fire into a cavalry made of flames. You are riding in front of the fiery horseman, ready to face the enemy. Grandfather's face emerges from the intersection line, and you swing the kaleidoscope like a sword, cutting it in half. Now you look at the blue sky through the window. The patterns are unending, secretive, and calm and peaceful, just like Father's smile before Grandfather's invasion. The deep blue gives way to a scattering of gold radiating... Wow, this is a lot for a kaleidoscope. Your mother's arms. This fleeting beauty too soon gives way to a hypnotic new pattern. Again and again, you see your family in these interconnecting figures as they come together and break apart. And in the middle of this golden glow, you see Gloria's green eyes gazing at you observantly. Your sister left you long ago. The books are abandoned and time slips away unchecked. But you're still busy peering into the kaleidoscope. Order emerges from the chaos before your eyes again and again, and you cannot preserve it, no matter how you try. So am I just like... Should you take it apart or ask Gloria how it works? Or keep enjoying the patterns? I feel like if I take the kaleidoscope apart, Gloria will be upset. But I also want to see what happens. You examine the kaleidoscope as curiosity overtakes you. Something strange rumbling aside. You're dying to figure out, itching to understand how it works. You rip away the wooden cylinder on the wide end of the kaleidoscope. Inside, you see 3 elongated mirrors put together to form a triangle. The transparent glass shield falls out and onto your knees. A bunch of glittering tiny glass bulbs scatter on the table. Baubles, sorry. There is nothing infinite inside it. You realize it was just a clever trick. Man, I keep losing willpower. Okay, so maybe I should stop fucking around with stuff because I'm losing all this willpower. And I'm like, hey, Romby. With a heavy heart, you go to your sister's room and confess to breaking the I didn't break it, I put it back together. Gloria is sad and now angry with you. She asks you to promise never to take things apart again. You promise. Ugh, damn it. I should have thought this one through. Sweet temptation. Grandfather's visits are no longer a cause for fear and panic in the house. He's become something you're used to, something nagging, yet not unordinary, like a splinter or a stain in your trousers. Okay. The tension still remains, however. Sir Gregor's, he killed me! I'm a child and he killed me! God damn it! Gregor's disdain for everyone in the house is so palpable, it almost stings for real. Your lessons with the tutor are done for today. You're walking down the stairs when you spot Gloria peeping into the sitting room through a slightly open door. You sneak up on your sister and tap her. She's startled. Look, Gregor's eating something. Grandfather is sitting on the sofa, flipping through a book with one hand and reaching for a glass bowl with another now and then. Inside the bowl, you see candied fruit, a sweet confectionery forbidden to the common estate. Like all sweet things, yet Grandfather's face shows no pleasure as he keeps consuming the highborn treats. The clock strikes 3. Father rises from his seat, or Grandfather rises from his seat, puts away the bowl on a shelf and leaves for the yard. He always takes a walk in the city at this time. Gloria nudges you with her shoulder and looks at the candy bowl when you look at her. The first emotion you feel is fear, but next seems curiosity. And it is stronger. The candied fruit tastes incredible, and now you have the perfect opportunity to try it. The sugar starts to melt as soon as you put it on your tongue. It's so sweet, you've never eaten anything as good as this. You take the whole bowl off the shelf and give it to your sister. Brings it to the mouth carefully, like a rare treasure. There is a thumping on the stairs, footsteps accompanied by the knocking of a walking stick. You have no idea why, but Grandfather is back. You quickly hide behind the sofa and pull Gloria after you, but she is frozen in place with the bowl in her hands. The door opens. Grandfather's menacing figure advances on Gloria. His hand seizes her arm. You squalid, ungrateful, lowborn child! How dare you bite the hand that feeds you? You and your trollop of a mother would be sleeping in a ditch if it weren't for my spineless son. Wow, you're a real piece of work there, Gregor. Real piece of work. The sweet and pleasant things in life are for the noble estate, and not for the likes of you. Did you forget your lot? His hand swings and hits Gloria on the cheek. She falls to the floor right next to where you are hidden. Her fingers glisten with the warm, melted sugar that brought you here. Grandfather advances again, his walking stick ready, but he sees you huddling behind the armchair. Please don't hurt him, Sir Brante. This is all my fault. He tried to stop me. You can already see a bruise on Gloria's cheek. This is only the beginning of her punishment. Gloria was caught red-handed. Unlike you, you can still avoid your punishment. What is it then, milksop? Did you try the sugar too? Or are you trying to stop this piece of filth like she says? Okay. Mock Grandfather along with your sister. You jump up and try to shield Gloria. Then you start boasting right in his face. Yes, you did eat the sugary treat, and it was very much the opposite of sweet. Good thing Gloria did not have the time to eat hers. Or it would have disappointed her too. Gloria catches on in a moment. Yeah, sugary treats are for fat, noble kids. And they're gross to us. We're just commoners. You continue your train of thought. Why, we simply got curious after Steven started boasting about it. He told us these treats are so good, you can eat them forever, but no, your elder brother lied. They're simply unbearable. And then again, what else would you expect from Grandfather's darling Steven? He strikes you both with a walking stick, blow for blow. Okay, well, you dare mock me. I will not let this stand. Know your place, you foul, lowborn scum. He keeps hitting you until he grows tired, but then he leaves when you are muttering. Yeah, okay, he leaves you where you are, muttering in incompetent rage. Soon enough, Mother comes in to find the two of you too afraid to move. She shakes her head in disappointment. You are badly hurt and covered in bruises, yet she still forces you to kneel and recite the blah 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 and how important it is to follow them. Is bruised and swollen, but she still gives you a weak smile. We got him so riled up. 2 commoners made an honorable noble feel helpless. Makes all the pain worth it, isn't that right, brother? Man, Gloria and I are going to be friggin' revolutionaries. We're going to change this world for the better. Your entire body hurts from the heavy blows, but deep inside you're ecstatic. You stood up to Grandfather today. It is a victory you'll remember for the rest of your life. I'm going to lose more willpower. Yeah, hostility? Yeah, I bet he's hostile. Higher determination? Focused on Nathan and you since early morning. Instead of breakfast, you are told to say your prayers, wash your hands and faces, and get dressed in plain white shirts. Today is the day of your sacrament. Mother, I want to go play in the yard. No playing today. You and Brante are big boys. Now it is time for you both to have your first sacrament. No one can live without a lot. I don't want a lot. Be quiet and listen. You were born commoners, so you must accept a low-born lot before the twins. When you grow up, you will get a chance to earn a noble lot. Nathan's hungry. He starts whining. Grandfather is the last to get in the carriage. His eyes on you and your brother, looking for every fault. Soon the carriage is moving along the streets. Slowly and solemnly. One more turn, you see a colossal white building marked by two massive pillars. For the first time in your life, you are to enter the Church of the Twin Gods. I feel like I already met the Twin Gods, and they were pretty cool guys, and I feel like they wouldn't really like this. But hey, whatever. You enter the gate and walk under the splendorous dome of the church. The church hall is divided into two halves. You are drastically different from... two halves that are drastically different. The floor on one side is rough and jagged and covered with dried brown spots, while the floor on the other side is made of smooth marble. Father and grandfather leave you to sit on one of the noble pews. Mother walks to the rough stone side and gets down on her knees. Okay, the church acolytes surround you and lead you to the altar, where you and other children will take sacrament this day. Before you stands a tall priest dressed in black with a sword in one hand and a hefty whip in the other. Okay. Nathan's whining grows louder. He dislikes this place. He is scared. You remain quiet, but your stomach roils in uneasy anticipation. The first child to take sacrament is a jaunty little boy from a noble family of nobles. The priest extends a sword before him and recites the words of his lot. From this day forth, he will fight and rule and pursue the arts. His mind, now forever free from the throes of suffering, and now belongs to the noble lot. Great. The boy proudly touches the flat of the blade with his lips. This isn't good. Nathan is next to receive the sacrament. He suddenly snaps out of his fearful trance and tries to break free, but the acolyte pulls him towards the altar and throws him on the jagged floor on the lowborn side. The sharp edges bite into Nathan's knees as he lands, spraying drops of blood. I don't want to, Brante. Why do they want to whip me? What did I do? You try to break free and run to Nathan's side. You want to give him courage and protect him, but the acolyte's grip on you is too firm. You feel utterly helpless. Your little brother has to face the world all by himself. The priest starts reciting the words of the lot as he swings the lash over Nathan's shoulders. From this day forth, Nathan, thou shalt endure and work and suffer. Thou shalt be ardent in thy labor and humble in the obedience of thy rulers. And now cometh thy first true suffering, which thou must accept with gratitude. The lash cracks, it strikes his shoulder, it strikes his left shoulder. Its blows are so powerful that Nathan falls to the floor. The priest tells him to rise. He has received his lot. Nathan gets to his feet and drags himself towards Mother. His knees torn and bloody, his spirit broken. It is your turn. Your feet will not move. You can barely muster enough strength to walk to the altar. You get down on your knees and feel the sharp stones below. So sharp your clothing cannot protect you. Your skin begins to burn. The acolyte forces your head down, and you feel the lash being drawn above you, ready to strike. The priest's words are for you now. This is thy sacrament. Thou shalt work and endure and suffer. Thou art about to receive the first true suffering by the sacred. Oh my god, if I had a little bit more willpower. Raise your head. The priest readies the lash, but before he can strike, you raise your head and stand up. There are cries of indignation among the churchgoers. The whip cracks, it strikes you in the right shoulder, but you keep your head up. It strikes again, this time on your left shoulder, but you remain standing. No one intervenes. Even the priest is confused by this turn of events. He grits his teeth as he orders you to depart. You are to remain humble and obedient to this day forth, but you now belong to the common estate. You walk away from the altar swaying. You see things with surprising clarity now. You can barely feel the pain, even the blood runs down your back. A timid hand touches yours. It is Nathan. His tearful face, a mixture of confusion and awe. Mother takes your hand and leads you out of the church. Once you're outside, she scolds you for being insubordinate. Grandfather is the last to leave his church. His face is covered in red, angry blotches. There is a quiet fury in his voice as he says something to Father, who remains quiet and miserable as you walk to the... You defied a powerful will that day. There is fear inside of you. You fear that this will might one day destroy you. Ooh, I got +5 willpower. Damn it. I wonder what happens if I grabbed the lash. And been like, you know, screw you. Childhood's end. The mark left on you by the sacrament takes a long, long time to heal. Mother says it's a reminder of your lot, suffering, sufferance, pain, and patience. Gloria shows you the mark of the lash on her shoulder one day. It will never disappear. Father keeps telling you to study hard so you might yet earn a different lot and become noble of the mantle. You recall the past with warm sadness, when Nathan still lived with you, or when he wrote to you for a short time after he left. Now he thinks it beneath him to write to commoners in his family. Mother didn't lock herself in the bedroom as often back then. This changed shortly before Nathan was born. But most importantly, you missed the time before the terrifying figure of your grandfather who was constantly looming over you. You learn the true power of the lot only after the head of family's arrival. In grandfather's eyes, no commoner deserves to be treated with kindness. Is this just him, or is it the way of the entire world? The very thought makes you queasy. You are older now, and what's more, you are an elder brother now. You've learned how to care about someone else and how to teach and protect. Soon you are a small boy no longer. As these days pass, play gradually gives way to laborious study. Now your choices will decide your place in this bizarre and ruthless world of adulthood. Your childhood years are over. I have pretty good perception and like really good determination. I have no willpower, and I died once. Okay, so I did not anticipate how much actual reading was going to be in this game. I do enjoy reading it, but my voice, I'm starting to lose my voice after an hour and a half of nonstop reading. So I'm going to take a break and drink some hot tea. And then I'm going to come back and play something that isn't as intensive in reading. But I will continue more chapters of this game because I think it's really cool. And it seems like everybody else really enjoyed it. So I appreciate everything. I'm actually going to... Yeah, quit the main menu. I hope I can save. And... let's see if we can raid into something. And let's see if we can raid. Oh my god, was I? Did I have my? No. No, that's impossible. Okay, well let's see who we can raid into. It seems like words are heard. I don't understand. Slash raid. Damn it, mute. Okay, there we go. Jesus, I couldn't spell this morning. Okay, I was worried that maybe I muted. No, it doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. Anyways, I appreciate everybody for joining in today and saying hello. And I will continue more of the life and suffering of Sir Brante because it's actually very fun. Everybody have a great day.
Boots. Your helmet's decent. Actually, I think your helmet's better than mine.